Support the video by dropping a like and share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. I still remember the exact second I knew something wasn't right. It wasn't the late nights at work or that new perfume she suddenly started wearing. It was the way her voice shifted whenever she mentioned his name. "Oh, Mark from marketing said this." Or, "Mark, help me with the client report." That playful lilt didn't sound like office chatter anymore. My wife, Emily, and I had been married for 8 years. We met back in college, built everything side by side, shared rent, shared dreams, even that old half-broken coffee maker we refused to replace. I trusted her more than anyone in the world. She was my person, or so I believed. It started with small things. Late-night texts, muted calls, new outfits suddenly appearing for office days. At first, I brushed it all off. I didn't want to become that paranoid husband tracking every move his wife made. But deep down, something inside me wouldn't quiet down. One night, while she was in the shower, I reached for her phone. No password. My heart was pounding like never before. And there was their chat. Long message threads with Mark. Nothing explicit. Not yet. But the tone. God, that tone. Playful jokes, subtle flirting. Side comments like, "You make the office bearable, and don't tell Ethan, he'll get jealous face blowing a kiss dot." I closed the phone and just sat there, frozen. The sound of the shower drowned everything. Even the sound of my chest breaking open. I didn't confront her that night. I wanted to be sure. Maybe I was imagining things. Maybe it was harmless. But deep down, I already knew. The next morning, she kissed my cheek before leaving for work. Same as always. I could still smell that perfume, the one she'd started wearing just a week earlier. As I watched her drive away, I decided I needed proof. 2 days later, I told my boss I wasn't feeling well and left work early. I drove straight to her office building, parked a couple streets away, and waited. Around 4 p.m., I saw her through the glass walls of the cafe next to her office. She was laughing. That same laugh she used to give me when we first started dating. Across from her sat Mark. He leaned in close, whispering something that made her blush. She touched his arm playfully. My stomach turned. Then she looked up and froze. Our eyes met through the window. The color drained from her face, like she'd just seen a ghost. I didn't storm in. I didn't yell. I just stared. Let her see everything. The pain, the disbelief, the quiet anger. She mumbled something to him and rushed outside. "Ethan, what are you doing here?" she asked, her voice trembling. "I could ask you the same thing." I replied, calm but cold. "Team meeting?" Her lips parted, but nothing came out. Mark stayed inside, pretending to scroll through his phone. "It's not what it looks like," she said finally, avoiding my eyes. "Oh, really?" Because from where I'm standing, it looks like my wife's flirting with a co-worker who thinks emojis count as foreplay. Her jaw tightened. "You went through my phone? That's what this is about." I stepped closer. "No, Emily. It's about the lies, the hidden messages, the lunch dates." For a moment, she looked ready to fight back. Then her shoulders sagged. "I just needed attention," she whispered. "You've been distant, Ethan. Always tired. Always busy." That excuse, that recycled, hollow excuse, hit harder than any confession could. "So it's my fault?" I asked quietly. "I didn't say that." "You didn't have to," I replied. "You already decided the rules don't apply to you." Her eyes filled with tears. People nearby pretended not to stare. I turned away before she could reach out. "Go finish your coffee, Emily. Don't let me interrupt your little office romance." I walked back to the car. She didn't follow. That night, she came home late. The silence between us was louder than any argument we'd ever had. I sat on the couch while she stood by the doorway, like a stranger in her own home. "Can we talk?" she asked softly. "About what?" "About what you saw about us." I didn't move. "You want to explain how months of secret texts and coffee dates fit into US?" "It wasn't an affair," she pleaded. "I swear it wasn't physical. It was stupid. I liked the attention. I liked feeling wanted again. I never meant to hurt you." I finally looked at her. You didn't mean to get caught, I said. That single line cut through the room like a blade. She broke down crying. I didn't comfort her. Something inside me had already shut off. The next day, she texted me from work. Long paragraphs of apologies, explanations, promises. I didn't respond. I sent one message back. Trust is like glass. Emily, once it's cracked, you can still see through it, but it's never the same again. For weeks, we lived like ghosts, same house, no connection. She tried everything, therapy, dinners, surprise gifts. But every time I looked at her, all I saw was that reflection in the cafe window, her smiling at someone else the way she used to smile at me. One Friday evening, I came home to find her suitcase by the door. She looked drained, hollow. I'm going to my sister's for a while, she said, quietly. Maybe some space will help. I nodded. Maybe. She paused, waiting for me to ask her to stay. I didn't. She closed the door, and for the first time in months, the house felt honest. A few weeks later, she texted again, said she wanted to come home, to start fresh. I never replied. People think the hardest part is catching them. But it's not. The real pain is waking up afterward, realizing the person who once made you feel safe is now just another story you tell about betrayal. Sometimes I still drive past that cafe. The window's still there, clean, clear, reflecting everything perfectly. And every time I see it, I remember that moment, her shock, my silence. That was the day I stopped being the husband who trusted blindly. That was the day she finally saw what she'd destroyed.